Member for Dawson.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. So the Labor Party dogfight rolls on, clawing, barking, yelping, biting, a cannibalistic fight at the top of the dog pile, and for what? To lead this government, it's certainly nothing to be proud of. Any association with today's Labor Party should be a cause for great embarrassment and shame, because the dysfunction, the incompetence, the Midas touch in reverse, if you will, is very frightening indeed. I've taken the opportunity to sift through the smoking pile of broken promises this government has left in its wake, and it's a big pile, to see if there's a disaster looming in my backyard, in my electorate. And on the fringe of the pile is a project on the fringe of my electorate of Dawson, the Peak Downs Highway. The people of Mackay, my constituents, are frustrated. Their desperate pleas for investment and infrastructure are falling on deaf ears. Along with WA, Mackay is a wealth-producing region for this nation, and yet we have Labor governments in Queensland and Canberra who happily suck all the money out of the region with no regard to the sustainability of their economic bonanza. But be careful what you wish for. You could end up with a pink bats program in your neighbourhood. The federal government's promised $120 million toward the state-controlled Peak Downs Highway, and I'm wondering how they can turn this into a disaster. Incidentally, $120 million is only a third of the funding needed, according to the Road Accident Action Group, a key local group that's trying to fight against road fatalities. The former Rudd government said this funding was linked to the mining tax, but there's something fishy about that claim. We know from the budget that $120 million has been allocated, but over what time period we don't know. We know the government says $5.6 billion is to come from the mining tax, but those proceeds are to flow from 2014-15 onwards. We know on the government's nation-building website the timetable for the Peak Downs Highway upgrade states, quote, "Construction is expected to commence early 2014 and scheduled for completion by early 2016. Even if expenditure did not occur until commencement, money would have to be spent in early 2014, this being the 13-14 financial year. But the mining tax doesn't raise income until the 2014-15 financial year. So this project won't be funded from the mining tax. It just can't be, and the government claims otherwise. So where is the money coming from? Why have we been conned on where the money is coming from for the Peak Downs Highway upgrade? Why, if it's not linked to the mining tax, is a highway upgrade happening after the next election? Why can't it happen now? Well, the answer to all of these questions is it's just smoke and mirrors, another broken Labor promise, this one exposed before it's actually even broken. There will be no Peak Downs Highway upgrade under this government because the money is not there to do it. This is such a very sly way to con the public on the Peak Downs Highway.